Come to order.
Yeah, hi, Judge. Hi, everybody.
State your name for the court, please.
My name is Neal Kolhoff. Kolhoff.
Is that Neil?
EA.
Thank you. Can you tell us how long you've been acquainted with Mr. Depp? How you met?
Well, I have known Johnny Depp for many years. I first met Johnny at a Battle of the Bands contest in Ohio. And he was there to see an infamous band which have only played 2 times ever in history. Their name is Vibratory Synod, and they played a Battle of the Bands in Birmingham, Michigan in 1981, and they played in 2017 in Ohio. And Johnny had heard of Vibratory Synod, and I was the manager of Vibratory Synod for a very short period of time in 1981. And
Could Mr. Kolhoff get to the point, please?
well, by the time, Johnny came in his full pirate regalia, and we hit it off. I thought he was a Johnny Depp impersonator at first. And so I came up to him and I said, hey, I got this smooth thing going with these Battle of the Bands competitions I do all over California. And I could use somebody like you. You could help me introduce some of the acts. You could tend bar. And he loved the idea. And it wasn't until the third Battle of the Bands night, bikini contest, Battle of the Bands night, that I found out he was the real Johnny Depp and not a Jack Sparrow imitator, if you will.
What evidence do you have of Mr. Depp suffering abuse at the hands of Ms. Heard?
Well, I saw many times when Johnny would come to tend bar at one of our events, and he'd be fuming. He'd smoke 2 packs of cigarettes in an hour. And I'd say, Johnny, what's going on, man? And he'd say, Neal, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Well, I didn't want to know, I didn't think. So I didn't ask any further. But, finally, one day, he came in and he was bleeding from the nose. And I said, what's up with that? And he said, Neal, have you ever heard of Amber Heard? And I said, the porn star? And he said, no, the actress. But you're close. And I said, no. And he said, Neal, let me tell you a story.
Mr. Kolhoff, can we get back on track, please?
So then I arrived at the Cot, Brent. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Kolhoff.
Oh, okay. Johnny said to me, I can't stand that whore. And I said, I know what you mean, man. She smells.
Objection.
Sustained.
Well, I meant she stinks.
Objection.
Sustained.
No, she didn't smell. No, she didn't stink. What I mean is, she was no good, Judge.
Fine.
Now, who knew of this abuse?
Everyone knew. Everyone knew. The public should have known. World, haven't you noticed?
Objection.
Sustained. Mr. Kolhoff, you will refrain from addressing the television cameras. Proceed.
What happened to Mr. Depp?
He became more and more lackadaisical. The sense of whimsy was gone. No more effrontery. He was going into a deep funk, into the deepest of apathies. I felt bad, so I called Amber.
What did she say?
She wanted to know how I got a number.
Had she heard of you?
She'd heard of me from my Battle of the Band shows. I think she might have, this is a bone of contention, but she may have applied to be in the bikini contest once after everything fell apart for them. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. And no, I'm not saying for sure. But I called her up and I said, why are you doing Johnny like that? He told me he was cut by that glass. And she said, Neal, what do you know about it? And I said, well, I don't know everything. I only know his side. Why don't I hear your side? And so she said, okay, why don't you come over and I'll tell you my side. So I went over there. And I got over there and she said, hey, I want to just make sure that I can get in that bikini contest. She had a bikini on. Well, I'm only a man, Judge.
Objection.
Sustained.
Sorry.
Mr. Kolhoff, no more mugging for the camera. You have been warned. There will be no more outbursts or this testimony may be discarded. Continue.
All right. Were there any other times Mr. Depp confided in you?
Well, the last time I saw Johnny, we went and saw that new Quentin Tarantino movie with the Manson family and Brad Pitt and all them. And we were watching a movie, and after the end of the movie, he's got tears in his eyes. And I said, Johnny, what's up, man? And he said, Neal, I'm so glad you took me to this movie. I never knew life could be so normal, and a family could be so regular. I'm having such a hard time with Amber. It was just beautiful to go see a family values picture.
Mr. Kolhoff, this is highly irregular.